Hello. We all know that Mexico has a lot of problems on the topic of economy. To know why our country is in this situation, first we need to understand the word economy. And what is macroeconomics? Economy is a social science that studies how to manage the resources available to meet human needs. In addition, it also studies the behavior and actions of human beings. After knowing this, we can now understand what macroeconomics is.
Macroeconomic policies affect a country or a region as a whole as it deals with monetary, fiscal, trade or exchange issues, as well as economic growth, inflation, and national employment and unemployment rates. The two macroeconomic policies that exist are fiscal policies and monetary policies.
The institution in charge of the monetary policy in Mexico is the Bank of Mexico, and the institution in charge of the fiscal policy is the Ministry of Finance and Public Credit.
In Mexico, the objective of monetary policy is to maintain price stability, that is to control inflation. Its instrumentation leads a central bank in the financial markets. This is achieved by defining the objective of annual inflation, observing latent inflation, and analyzing all the causes of inflation. Fiscal policy is responsible for the search for a balance between government expenditure and income programs. It depends on the world economy, the decisions that must be made within the country in terms of production or sale. Therefore, everything depends on world supply and demand.
The function of the executive power in question of the fiscal policy is to propose and design laws that guide the national economy to a development that benefits the population. On the other hand, the legislative power integrated by the Chamber of Deputies and Senators through Congresses or fiscal councils evaluate the proposals and accept or refute them according to the needs of the country. The indicators are statistics that show the current state of the economy in Mexico. The most important are GDP is the monetary value of goods and services produced by an economy in a period of time, usually 1 year. The GDP in Mexico is $1.15 billion. Mexico ranks 11th worldwide. Inflation is the generalized increase in the prices of products and services. Inflation in Mexico in 2018 was 4.9%, 2.9% above normal. Unemployment rate. In a healthy economy, 5% of unemployment rate is good. In Mexico, the unemployment rate is 3.6%.
The history of the Mexican economy. The Mexican economy has struggled to grow in the past 40 years. This can be due to the technical progress, population growth, energy, banking, international commerce, rule of law, natural resources, and democracy. Between the 50s and the 80s, Mexico's economy grew thanks to the industrialization. The Mexican government from that time wanted to cover entirely the Article 3 of the Constitution, having a huge impact on the Mexican economy. In 1994, Mexico ran out of money, losing trust of paying his debts. Thanks to this action, the Mexican coin devalued 20%, comparing it with the US dollar. In this year happened the last economic crisis. Between the years 2000 and 2010, the Mexican GDP just grew 2.3% each year. During the 6-year term of Felipe Calderón, the Mexican poor population grew from 46.5 million to 61.4 million. Nowadays, the Mexican economic plan is based on innovation, diversification, and inclusiveness, reducing IVA by 50% and ISR by 20%, also reducing gasoline prices to be different from earlier 6-year terms. By reducing all these prices, according to the president, people will have more money and will have to use less of that money. The current government also has renegotiated the Telecan, affecting Mexican exportations, importations, economy, and international relations. The current government is focused on accomplishing the fulfillment of the basic human rights such as education and housing, giving people scholarships and money to pay their basic needs.
Finally, we can understand that macroeconomics and economy in Mexico depends on the Bank of Mexico, and it's very important to all of us to know how the economy works and how the money moves in our country.